At this juncture, we will talk about the majority. But first, we have to define what is majority. Majority is 1/2 plus 1 of a number. See, even in law, we are using mathematics. A perfect example for this is a class consisting of 31 pupils or students. Perhaps they are electing their officers, specifically their class president or class mayor. Let's say student 1 got a vote of 16 and the other one got 15. So the majority or the student who will be elected as president is student 1 because he or she got 16 votes. Half of 30 is 15 plus 1 is 16. That's why he will get the majority. Now that we know what is the definition of majority, we will talk about each subtopics. First one is the concept. The observance of the rule of the majority is an unwritten law of popular government, especially in a type of democratic government. Ano ba ibig sabihin nito? Sa isang democratic government, meron kang karapatang pumili, meron kang karapatang bumoto, meron kang karapatang maglukok ng iyong leader. And this is being done by getting the majority of the citizenry. We are voting because we will get majority, and therefore whoever candidate who gets the majority will win. That is how it works. Okay? Moreover, the wishes of the majority prevails over those of the minority. However, this minority has still the rights. Because they are still part of the state, they still have their rights. Although they are ordered to abide with the majority, because the majority has won, they still have these rights to express themselves, to say what they want, to make a protest, or to gather into a rally. But, just like what I've said, the wishes of the majority still prevails over those of the minority. I bet you are all fast learners and you already understood first the definition of majority and the concept of the majority. We'll have now some instances, okay, and that is number 2, instances, specifically in our government or in our constitution, which is the 1987 Philippine Constitution, which was discussed by the previous reporters. We don't have to review this because we already know what is the 1987 Philippine Constitution. Okay, let's have some instances. The first one is a majority vote of all the members of the Congress is necessary to elect the Senate President as well as the Speaker of the House of Representatives, and that is under Article 6, Section 16 of the 1987 Philippine Constitution. And a majority of all the members of the Congress to concur to an amnesty, that is Article 7, Section 19, and to pass a law granting tax exemption, that is under Article 6, Section 28 of the 1987 Constitution. That sounds interesting, huh? Wait, there's more. Just in case they'll have a tie, how are they going to break the tie? Let's say they have a tie in president or in vice president. So the president shall be chosen simply by the majority vote of all the members vote of House of Congress, and that is under Article 7, Section 4 of the 1987 Constitution. Wait. Medyo nalito na rin ba kayo? Ganito lang yan. Gawin natin medyo mas simple. Kung halimbawa daw, nagkaroon ng tiebreaker sa pag-e-elect ng presidente ng bansa at sa pag-elect ng vice president. Paano ang tiebreaker? Ayon sa Article 7, Section 4 of the 1987 Philippine Constitution, ganito po ang proseso. So kung halimbawa nag-tie ang dalawang kandidato, kukunin ang majority vote ng lahat ng members of both houses of Congress. Ano nga ba ang both houses of Congress? Meron tayong Senate on the upper chamber and the House of Representatives on the lower chamber. Ulitin ko, kukunin daw ang majority vote ng both houses of Congress, the Senate and the House of Representatives. So, kung sino ang makakuha ng majority vote, siya ang may elect na president or vice president. Ganun pala ka-crucial ang majority, lalo na dito sa ating bansa. I bet or I assume that you are understanding this lesson. Okay? Okay. This time, magiging mas specific tayo dahil meron na tayo measurement. Okay? So, nasa letter B na tayo of the instances, tapos na tayo sa letter A. Okay. So, ang sabi sa Article 6, Section 16 of the 1987 Philippine Constitution, 2/3 of all the members, of all the respective members, can suspend or even expel a member of the both houses. Wow. Okay. Basta daw 2/3, may bumotong 2/3, nasuspendin ka or patalsikin ka sa iyong pwesto, it will be granted. Usapang 2/3 din lang, magpunta na tayo sa Section 23. Okay, ang sabi sa Section 23, 2/3 of the member of all the respective members can declare the existence of war. Pati pala ang existence ng war, kailangan din ng majority. At ang sabi, specific sila dito, 2/3 of all the members. Tsaka pa lang sila magde-declare ng existence of war. Wow! Dumako naman tayo sa Section 27. Okay? We know for a fact that a bill, to be a law, it must be presented to the President. Kapag pinresent sa Presidente yan at in-approve niya, pagbati sa iyo, sapagkat ang bill mo ay isa ng law. Ngunit, kung hindi ito na-approve, hindi pa iyon ang katapusan ng mundo. Okay? Ibabalik ito ng Presidente. Don't mind the roosters, okay? Ibabalik ang bill ng Presidente kung saan man house ito nanggaling. Maaari sa House of Senate or sa House of Representatives bilang sila ang ating lawmakers. Okay? Ibabalik ng President ang bill sa kung kanino mang house iyon. At ang gagawin nila ay magkakaroon ulit sila ng botohan or somewhat like that, na kung saan 2/3 of all the members, 2/3 ulit of all the members of that particular house, magkakaroon ulit sila ng botohan. At kung ito umabot ng 2/3 of all the members, ang mangyayari sa bill mo ay kasama ang objection, ililipat sa kabilang house. Ang kabilang house, with the same process, they will get the bill must get the 2/3 of all the members of that particular house para makapasa na ito bilang isang law. Ganun pala yun. So kung hindi ito yung approve ng Presidente, ang bill mo, ibabalik kung saan ito nanggaling na house. Magkakaroon ulit sila ng botohan of all the members. Kapag umabot ng 2/3, kalakip ang objection, dadalhin sa kabilang house. Ang kabilang house, magkakaroon ulit sila ng botohan wherein they will get the 2/3 of the majority. At kapag naipasa na ito, isa na itong ganap na batas. Now you know. At alam nyo rin ba na ayon sa Article 11, Section 3 of the 1987 Philippine Constitution, ang Senate daw ang may karapatan to convict a judgment of impeachment Ganon din ang process. Kukuhanin din ng 2/3 of all the members of the House, which is the upper chamber or the Senate, para mabigay ang conviction ng impeachment. So, ganun pala talaga ka-crucial ang majority dito sa ating bansa. So, I hope you've learned a lot from my report and nakapagbigay ako ng insights kahit papano. Although puro bata sila, no? Kaya natin yan. Okay? The continuation of my report will be tackled and will be given to you by our beautiful classmate, Ella Santos. Thank you.
Continuing the report under the rule of the majority, letter C, any amendments to or revision of the Constitution may be proposed by Congress upon a vote of 3/4 of all its members. See Article 17, Section 1, and each shall be valid when ratified by a majority of the votes cast at plebiscite. Letter D. Decision of the Supreme Court and Bank have to be concurred in by the majority of the members who actually took part in the deliberation on the issue in the case and voted thereon to pronounce a treaty, international, or execute agreement or law unconstitutional. See Article 8, Section 4. In the Court of Appeals, the vote of at least the majority is necessary in many cases. Even the passage of local ordinances, the rule of the majority is observed. So for the last one, number 3, a practical rule of law. The device of the majority is a practicable rule of law based on reason and experience. Democracy assumes that in a society of rational beings, the judgment and experience of the many will in most instances be superior to the judgment and experience of the few, meaning the verdict of the majority will more likely be correct than that of the minority. It is of course to be understood that the majority acts within the pale of the law, or in short, majority wins. And that ends my part. Next topic will be discussed by Christopher Vanu.